Where is Magnus? He's not at his chair, it looks like.
There he is. It looks like he just got out of the swimming pool.
Yeah, this one is a bit hard to explain.
Okay, so here we go. What is this? This is EWC. This is Magnus Carlsen reacts to his most viral moments. Let's dive into the video.
I'm here in Riyadh for the Esports World Cup, reacting to some of my most viral chess clips. Don't really know what's coming, so let's see. Oh boy.
You definitely can't.
So heavy. No, I can't.
Get me.
I can't listen to this. Oh boy, this is awful. Yeah, this is really
Magnus is obviously completely drunk here. He's completely drunk. No doubt about it.
bad. So for those who don't know, back in the days, I used to do these bullet chess streams on Saturdays. I'd play the bullet tournaments, stream it, and we would go out after. This was not my channel, this was one of my friends' Twitch channel, and why I decided that it was a good idea to come and take over a game in this state, I have no idea.
Carlsen came late to the game, and Hikaru Nakamura was not happy.
But where's Magnus? Where is Magnus? He's not at his chair, it looks like.
There he is. It looks like he just got out of the swimming pool.
Yeah, this one is a bit hard to explain. First of all, I think I lost a pretty poor game here.
Yeah, I remember the game. That was the Open Spanish game. I remember that very well. That was very well. It was 2021. 2021, I think during the pandemic, or maybe that was at the end of 2020. It was like October 2020. I'm not sure. That was hilarious.
And at a party, which I had to leave a bit early, didn't have time to change, and that's why I was changing on camera.
7 points ahead, playing Mr. Dropstone.
You're really playing the Karagan? No!
The thing is, like, this is a normal line, but he tricked me by playing this move. Usually people play this move followed by this, because after this, black would take this pawn. So I continued sort of playing the moves that black automatically makes, like this, and I couldn't understand why. It was certainly checkmate. I think I won it in the end, but as for my instinctive reaction of ripping off my shirt, I think that just explains how I felt inside.
Ah, this one. This is World Cup, right? This is World Cup against Vincent, I think.
Oh, I didn't realize that this is what it was.
It's Vincent, right? Yeah, Vincent.
Yeah, this is from the World Cup 2023, my first game against Vincent Keimer. This was the first classical game. I bounced back and won the second classical game. Then I won the whole tournament, but who's going to remember that? People come up to me frequently these days and ask if I'm not playing that well because they see clips of me losing. It's just that when I lose, it's, as you can see, it's more viral than when I win, which is, you know, that's how it is.
Try and guess how many views this video has.
I have no clue. 30 million, something like that.
Not close at all. 121 million views.
Really? Well, this is just disinformation being spread. That's the way that I see it. Let's try this one. How do knights move?
This one.
What the hell are you saying? I know very well how the knights move, Magnus. Go, Magnus! Go deeper, go deeper!
Yeah, this was fun chess content during the pandemic.
It's 2020, right?
I think she probably thought that, well, of course the knight can take it, but the fact that she didn't mention that move being possible at all made me unsure of whether she actually
probably thought about 92 or something.
How many views do you think this video has?
Probably a lot.
I would guess this one has probably about 1 million.
Depends if it's
that is weak.
Yeah, it was an actual video, yeah.
Keeping that in mind, I would say my favorite player from the...
Because like one thing that I'm going to tell you guys about YouTube specifically that I think a lot of people don't understand is that shorts, for example, get a lot more clicks than actual long form content, even though long form content is the only thing that monetizes. So one thing I would say is anybody who looks like at channels, if you see a lot of shorts, specifically like videos, or not videos, but clips are like 30 seconds to a minute, people are not making real money off of that because the CPM is so incredibly low that like you would need many millions of views just to make money. So like that's why Levy and I do so well actually, is because we get a lot of views on the long form content videos that are like, so let's just say 15 to 20 minutes than you get on the shorts. So like if somebody has a lot of shorts that are doing well, it's not necessarily representative of how well the channel is doing. Shorts do not make money. No, shorts don't make any money at all. I don't know what the CPM is up to now, but I think it's like 10 or 11 cents. Yeah, it's 11 cents. 11 cents. That's so it's like 11 cents versus, let's just say randomly, if you have a CPM of like $5 on a long form video. So you're talking about like by just percentage, like a massive difference on shorts versus videos. So shorts also get a lot more views as well versus long form content, which is why when you saw the first clip, that was a short versus the second one, which was actually a bow test video, which is why it had so many less views.
The past is probably myself like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, this is from the World Championship in 2018. The truth is, I never really had a specific favorite. Like, I generally try to learn from what people do rather than admiring the people themselves. I couldn't really think of anything, and then I remember when I thought.
Sorry, very quickly, since people are asking. You asked about CPM. CPM is cost per million, meaning the amount that you make for every 1,000 views. So if on 1,000 views, your CPM is 11 cents on shorts, very specifically, versus say a long form video where your CPM is, let's just say $5, you guys can do the math of what a massive difference that makes. Massive difference that makes.
Out of the answer, I thought, that's quite funny. So,
okay, you know, funny fact, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I've seen this before. I'm a little bit disappointed in this because this was from a chess.com. This was from a chess.com thing. They basically went and created a short, and they took content which had nothing to do with the event. So this picture here, if you see me down in the bottom right hand corner, that is not from the stream that I did. That's from a Champions Chess Tour event. That's not actually from the Title Tuesday, because I remember the Title Tuesday and I played here in Florida. So they actually took it and created something that wasn't true, because this is from the Chess Champions Tour. This is not from the actual Title Tuesday. The video itself, by the way, is on my second channel. I looked it up recently. So for anybody who's wondering, this is like chess.com went and created a short. They took footage of me from a different event, and then they tried to put it on with this actual Title Tuesday last year. That's odd. Tell me about it. But anyway, let's keep going. Oh, it's from sub battle. Oh, it's from a sub battle I did. Sorry, it wasn't CCT. Okay, it's from a sub battle. Also this, by the way, this is crazy. Magnus wasn't streaming. Magnus was not streaming. Chess.com went and created this video. They took footage of me from a completely different event, and they took this of Magnus, which is from, I'm assuming, a Chess Champions Tour, and they put it in a video like this was from that Title Tuesday. And none of it is correct. This was just great editing by chess.com to create a fake story. Fake story for clicks. Completely fake. Yeah, completely fake.
Yeah, this is very, very far from my finest hour on the chessboard. I'd seen before that he cannot push the pawn because it's checkmate, and then when he does push the pawn, my brain somehow didn't think that such a great player.
Yeah, of course, because Queen H7 was me, yeah.
I remember where I was playing. I was
Whoa, this is the most Fox News I've ever seen chess.com do. Yeah. No, Magnus, by the way, I will say this, by the way, also speaking of that clip, Magnus does not show mercy. Anybody who knows Magnus would know that he is never going to show mercy to anybody or over a chess game. Never, ever.
Rapid and Blitz tournament in Warsaw from my hotel room, and I was just deadly tired. Two best players in the world missing maybe one. Not our finest for sure.
I don't completely understand what his concept is here. It seems to me that I just have excellent play. I'm doing all right.
If Gukesh has calculated this night line all the way.
Yeah, again, not my finest hour on the chessboard. It was a very, very tense moment for me, and to be fair, like from a losing position, he showed tremendous resistance.
You know what's crazy about this clip, by the way, is that Magnus here, it wasn't good enough to win that game in Norwich chess. Like, he could have won that game many different ways, like with a very calm, sort of just like grindy style at the end, but he needed to win that game with like big style to prove a point, which is why he ended up messing up that end game and losing. And that's the exact reason he was so upset. It's like, it wasn't good enough to win. He needed to destroy Gukesh, and so when he lost it, he was so upset about it.
I think drawing that game would have been a bitter disappointment for me, but I could have kind of accepted it. Losing it was pretty tough.
Yeah, he had to win in style, and so like when he messed it up, it's like, ugh. Which game is this? It's the Rook and Bishop versus Rook. Did he lose on time here? Did he lose on time in this game? C8.
Oh my gosh! Yeah! Oh no! Close enough. Okay.
Oh boy.
That's funny, actually.
A couple of times, and the "oh my god" from Aryan kind of always
always
Oh,
gets
that was
me.
Tar
It
in the
kind of an
background,
impromptu
okay.
thing that I decided that I was not going to speak at all during the stream, but it turned out to be quite funny, I think.
Was that all distracting in the background? Or are you just able to lock in like that?
No, I think I was pretty locked in.
In the very last round, usually
this
we would
is
be
the
going
king.
crazy for this pairing, but
Bon Cloud.
knowing that all this craziness is happening with the qualification, it's kind of what? And Magnus goes, King don't do this, don't do
And
this.
Hikaru laughs. And King E7.
King E7 finally, and now King E2 draw. King E2, King E7 draw, what?
Hikaru beat it, he can't stop.
Yeah, so this was kind of, I guess, the second season of the championship.
Yeah,
tour.
2021.
This was for the last round against Hikaru. I think I'd locked up.
We both had
the first
qualified,
seed.
yeah.
Hikaru had locked up second or third. Being the well-known content creator that I am, as well as chess player, I decided to try and create a fun moment.
Leko's commentary is hilarious.
Respond to it, but it was definitely a fun moment.
Yeah.
What is your IQ? And the answer was, I don't have an exact IQ score to provide. Can you provide one for us?
No, I've never taken an IQ test.
Really?
I maintain that taking an IQ test is one of the dumbest things I can do because I have literally nothing to gain from that. So people think that I'm pretty smart, and I'll let them continue to believe it.
I'm a little bit surprised this has a lot of views. Like, I have never seen this since I'm a chess player. A lot of people will search for my IQ, which is understandable.
Yeah, this by the way is one of the best myths about all of chess. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is like literally the biggest myth in chess, is that chess players are like smart and they're geniuses and everything else. And that's why like chess players don't want to do IQ tests or any of these things, because you want this myth to persist that you're like some kind of super genius, when in reality chess players are smart in certain ways, but we're not geniuses at all.
Knight E5, King C5, blade till King versus King, and
this one, final game.
Camp is cheering.
going crazy.
And we have a world
new
champ,
world champion. Unbelievable.
Magnus Carlsen.
Champion of the world.
This is from Chennai, 2013, my first classical world championship. The last game against Anand, I'd kind of been putting a little bit of pressure on most of the game, so I was a little bit disappointed that I couldn't win. But in the end, I decided to go for the first to draw when I still could. And yeah, of course, it was a big moment to be able to win. One of my most fun memories as a chess player, for sure. I really don't remember this moment. What I do know is that I was so severely jet lagged from this entire tournament. Like, I'd arrived from the US to Kazakhstan, like I arrived 2 days late because I kept missing flights. That probably contributed to me being even less agreeable than usual, but it does sound like something that I would do.
This is wait, is this Iceland or Kapdag? This is Iceland or is this in France?
It's a sensation that Magnus managed to beat the former world champion Karpov.
Yeah, so this was for my Blitz game against Karpov back in 2004.
Iceland?
What I can remember from the game
I think
was
it was
that
Iceland,
I
I
was
could be
kind of
wrong.
outplayed. I think he won a pawn. It was opposite colored bishops. There's a tactic like right at the end, I think, where he's blocked a check, and I needed to play this move. I think there was a bishop somewhere that took away some squares for the king, which means that whatever he does, I'm going to capture the queen next. And what I remember thinking was, it actually took me a few seconds to find this tactic, which it really shouldn't have. This is something that I should have seen. Yeah, it was a nice win, hence the thumbs up. But I also remember thinking that I could score an upset win for sure, even though it wasn't necessarily the expected result. But yeah.
Yeah, it was in Iceland. Okay, it was in Iceland.
Magnus
Yeah.
Carlsen won a chess game before he even made one move. Today, Magnus was playing Hikaru in Armageddon chess. Armageddon chess is a tiebreaker where a draw is a win for black, but black starts with less time on the clock and the players bid for it. Hikaru thought Magnus would want 9 minutes, so he wagered 8:59. But Magnus knew Hikaru was going to wager 8:59, so Magnus wagered 8:58. So Magnus got to play with the black pieces, he made a draw, and he won the Armageddon 2.
Yeah, that was very
complete bait. Like, complete bait. We played a game of chess.
Satisfying, of course, but I think Hikaru got me back another time by bidding like 2 seconds less than I did. There was another time as well where I just decided that I wanted to play white.
15
and I just
minutes.
bid 15 minutes, but you don't necessarily want your opponents to be able to guess and what you're going to do and optimize based on that.
This position is a draw. I think in practice it would
I love this. By the way, I love this clip. I don't know which game this is from, but I love this clip because this clip epitomizes what modern day chess is. Like, you see so many games of chess and you look at it and you're like, one side must be winning, and computers are so insane that they continue to prove that like every position in chess is a draw. Like every position, there's some resource that saves the game, even when you assume it's winning. Like I had this happen the other day when I was watching a game in the Chennai tournament between Nihal Sarin and Arjun. I'm looking at the game, I'm like, Nihal's got to be winning. He's got to be winning. And the computer's just saying it's a draw the whole way. And like, this is the exact feeling that all top GMs have seen. Like you're following some game and you're just like, one side must be winning. And the computer's like, it's just 0.00 easy draw.
This was a big game though, because this was from Norway Chess last year against Corona. He had a great start to the tournament. I had a poor start, losing against Prague in the third round. I managed to equalize from the opening and played a really, really good game, putting pressure on him. This was probably just my amusement at learning that the position had been an objective draw. Just again, it goes to show how little we humans know about
true
chess. That's neither here nor there.
Very true. Ah, of course.
This whole match was very, very tense. I guess the slam of the king was just a release of energy after a lot of things happened after that in the tournament as well, but I think it was more a relief than anything else.
Why didn't you invite us to your wedding?
That's a very good question. Ella, my wife, she's really excited to meet you guys.
Yay! Got nothing in the mail. Maybe you didn't remember our address, or?
Yeah, I don't think I can answer this in any way that will not offend anybody, so I'll refrain from that, but I'm very, very sorry.
If you've changed your mind about refraining from sharing the reason.
This was probably asked more for content than anything else, and judging by the number of views, it turned out well in that sense. If you want more content like this, follow EWC and click here.
Nice. That's actually pretty good. That was pretty good, you guys. That was a good video.